Cologne and I'm smoking out the zone.
Wow. Wow.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Bet you'll never guess what we're up to. Can anybody guess what we are up to today? I mean, other than playing in the snow. Weird, I kept getting the exact same message. Object too heavy.
Does anyone want to play PUBG with me? pictures of the past, the brighter future that I want to last. I'm looking for the place to share my dreams. I'll hold on tightly to what I believe.
Let it snow, let it snow. What's up, Wheels?
I've been waiting for just a moment, some time with you. But I'm impatient, and you don't notice the way I look at you. I chose to put the same amount of effort into you like you do with me. I chose to put the same amount of effort into you like you do with me. That's why we don't talk no more. Don't talk, no. We don't talk no more. I chose to put the same amount of effort into you like you do with me. That's why we don't talk no more.
Not too bad on yourself, buddy. I hope my microphone's working. Not too bad on yourself, buddy. Hope you can hear me now. Hopefully this is better. So it's literally been snowing all day. It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's been snowing since about midnight. I figured what's better than just, well, cut more trees. Nope. Or at least I've not added any. Surprising, ain't it?
Cause you wonder who gon' love you when you're feeling alone. When you're calling every number that you save in your phone. It ain't no one picking up and you're stuck with the tone. I will. No, you wonder who gon' love you when you're stuck in a rut. You don't wanna talk to no one, so you lay in the cut. And you trying, but it's never enough. I will. I won't leave you lonely, baby, I'm alright. I know you don't really know me, you gon' have to try to put a little trust in me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody. Love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. I won't leave you lonely, baby, I'm alright. I know you don't really know me, you gon' have to try to put a little trust in me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody. Love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody. Love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody.
You're welcome. Wheels is joining the server.
What's up?
Not too much. No, I did not, Norm.
Can't miss a snowfall.
Kind of over it.
Yeah, it's fun for about an hour.
I mean, honestly, until about noon game time, there was no snow on the ground. It was just snowing.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden noon hit and it was like, wait, where'd everything just come from? Like, it was just bam, snow.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, living in Canada, I just spent, all winter dealing with it. And we're coming up into the winter season again, real life.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I'm over it. It's kind of nice to see. I'm sure you will be getting it in real life soon enough. Getting what in real life? And do I need to tell my wife and pre-warn her? I mean, the last thing you sent me, I got in trouble for. And so did you.
I'm guessing. Who knows?
It is Norm, so it's one of those things like...
Yeah.
He keeps joking about going to a parts, like a salvage yard, and finding like the entire cab of a John Deere tractor and sending it to me. And now I think he's just doing it to annoy my wife.
That could be.
Because every time he says it and she hears it, it's, no. You will be sleeping outside or not have a place to live.
Well, I haven't been on here since, I don't know, was it Saturday?
I think so. Although, neither have I, really. Today's really the first day that I was on. I played for a little bit, see how my knee was going to do. Norm makes a note, gets one with a built-in sleeper. I think Norm's going to set out to put me outside. There we go. That log in the back was like just out of my reach.
Yeah.
Like, haven't been able to reach it. But every time I tried to hit it with another log, I couldn't get it. And I changed some of my key bindings around, so I'm still trying to get used to that.
Yeah, I've been thinking I needed to get back on here, but I've been playing that transport company game.
For Fever 2.
Yeah.
I've been watching Squirrel play it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I think this is a game that I would
Yeah.
enjoy. But then at the same time, once you have everything built, but I've seen some guys' builds on there, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Plus, there's multiple maps and multiple ways to do it. So, I don't know how much replayability there is, but I mean, with the mods that he uses, that definitely I think makes it better than. So I've been watching his series. That's why I got it back out again, because I started watching him.
His new series?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even
I've been
know.
watching.
It just randomly popped up, and I was like, oh, yeah. Reminds me of that Factorio build. Yes, I still have that build. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I've got his video that he put out today up, but I haven't finished watching it, but I'm up to his latest one now.
Is that the one that's called Construction? He's building the boat.
No, I think this is one that says like 500 million.
Okay, I think
It's the next one.
I think he just uploaded that one not that long ago.
Yeah.
But I think I seen it, but I didn't click on it.
Yeah, I've watched the construction one. I went all the way up through that last night. While I was playing, actually. I feel like starting over once again now because I learned some stuff. So I started a new map already once, but I might just start another one now that I understand a little bit more how things go. I've had to cut my streams short 2 days in a row though, so I can't get anywhere with streaming this week. It's just...
Yeah, I was gonna stream earlier today, and then I was just like, I'm not really feeling it. I did something to my knee where I've literally been barely able to walk all week.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about
definitely
that.
not been sleeping.
Really?
I can't.
That's
I
not
can't lay
cool.
down.
Wow.
Like I sleep on my side,
Yeah.
so for me to sleep, I have to
Yeah.
lay on that knee. And
Yeah.
it's you might as well just hit me with a knife. Just
Really? Wow.
keep stabbing me. I feel like I was shot.
You don't know what you did to it though, huh?
No.
Wow. Well,
As I say to my wife all the time, if I knew what I did, I wouldn't have done it, and therefore it wouldn't hurt.
well, it makes it a little bit hard to deliver food and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, I haven't been working.
Yeah. Well, if you can't walk.
I mean, it started on Monday, but Monday was bearable. Like, I just powered through it. And then Tuesday night was horrible. I could not
That's weird.
sleep at all. And then I couldn't get out of bed. I have a cane. I have 2 canes for when my gout is really bad, because I can't put any weight on that ankle. I was actually using my cane to get off the toilet.
Wow.
Like, I couldn't put any weight on that knee whatsoever. Like, I felt like I broke my knee.
Really? Wow.
So it was alright, whatever. And then most of the day yesterday, like, I played a little bit with Red last night. And just sitting in my desk, and I'm so used to using my pedals now that I kept hitting my brake pedal. And just hitting, and I actually don't even have it on my brake, I have it on my clutch. Because the clutch is a lot softer.
Yeah.
So I have it on the clutch, and just that I think I was working the bunk for, what was it, Norm? Not even an hour I was in game. And when I logged out, I was in tears. It hurt so bad.
Wow.
I went and laid down, attempted to lay down, that didn't work. I ended up sleeping in my computer chair.
Wow.
So that I could sleep sitting down. I couldn't even bend yesterday. Like, to bend my knee was so sore it wasn't funny.
Hmm.
And painkillers weren't helping it. Like I took Advil for anti-inflammatory. No, that was not doing it.
Maybe.
Before you say it, no, I'm not going to the hospital.
No, I was reading Norm's message.
Go back on Eve.
Yeah, so I was laughing.
And the reason I say that is my mother suggested I went to the hospital. My cousin suggested that I go to the hospital. My grandmother suggested that I go to the hospital. And then she said it's because I'm fat.
Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty, like, general. Like,
If you lost weight, you wouldn't be having all these problems.
that's pretty hard to say that.
Well, we haven't really been talking since I got laid off from the towing company.
Oh,
Because technically my grandfather, because they've been together for 20-some years, is best friends with the owner of the towing company. Well, they took his side in it all. So she called me a liar right to my face and that what happened never happened and blah, blah, blah. And I just looked at her and I said, yeah, I'm the one that was there. I think I know what happened. So she started getting up in my face and we were at my mother's. I looked at her. I said, you know what? I'm not going to be called a liar in front of my mother in her house. And I left. I haven't spoken to her since. And then I guess her and my mother got into it.
man, everything cashes in so slowly on this map.
Well, I mean, it is a fairly big map.
Like, all the texture and stuff.
So you must have sold a couple of gold bricks that were there.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
I just seen that we had like $100,000 income income come in, and I was like,
I could come and get those logs you got there, or I could just start cutting some more.
come pick these up. There's a bunch down.
Okay. Yeah, let me come pick those up. I
Like,
did
there's
sell the
some
ones
that I
you
haven't
had
even
there.
harvest. Like, there's some I haven't even brought to this landing yet.
Yeah, I'll see what I can. I'll pick them up. Well, I was thinking, we needed to get another piece of property. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of like stuck in the same amount we had last season.
Well, that's kind of why I was working on clearing this. At least this gives us a huge field.
Right. Well, we almost have. I mean, we just need a few more loads, and we can. We'll have enough to buy another piece of property. I mean, of course, then we're gonna have to clear trees off of it. If we do buy another piece of property, I mean, we could skip it and just make a field here.
I think we need to get more friends that like logging.
Yeah. Problem is that everybody's winding down on Farm Sim 19.
Here we are ramping up a series.
Yeah.
Norm says it's so easy having mishaps hauling logs. Yeah, especially when your name is Norm. How you feeling today, Norm? That's right, I'm calling you out.
There, I was trying to drive around and get all the grass covered up with snow. Okay, so because I don't want to be sitting here looking at green grass and white snow.
Yeah, if you actually kept going down further down where the processor is, there's a bunch of trees down that are all down that way.
I saw it down there.
I didn't want to haul too much up out here because I was already starting to get a little bit of lag.
Right. Well, yeah, and this will help. Get rid of this. Let's see, what's the load button on? I can never. Oh, B.
Do you have no problem with that trailer loading up these 10 meters?
I wouldn't say it's no problem, but it's not bad. I mean, they're close. They don't. I mean, there's not much room. So if one of them gets messed up, then it's kind of a difficult thing. But as long as you hold still, don't. And once you stop, to make sure you stop before you. I might have streamed today, but I didn't get some information from someone until later in the afternoon. And it's the end of the, it's the beginning of the month and it's the end of the third quarter, so I have a few more things to do than I usually do every quarter, so. I had one of my payrolls they were waiting for someone to give them their tips, and I didn't get theirs until like 2:00. And today's the last day to process it if they're going to get paid by Friday, so.
Well, at least they got it in under the wire.
Yep. That's the bigger one that I do, so, I have some smaller ones too, but when the bigger one does that,
it throws everybody else off.
Yeah, it throws things off a little bit, so no big deal. I just don't get done early. Oh no, poor me. I don't get to be done with work at 12.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the wife's still stuck at the office till 5.
11. No, she's not there either.
No?
She still does appointments, but.
Or I guess she probably only goes in when you guys book appointments.
Yes. That's true. Which is fine.
Then I heard a loud exhaust and I thought someone just started my truck. I'm like, excuse me. Which is funny because the only reason my truck has a loud exhaust is there's a hole in one of the connections.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, the truck has a louder exhaust. Well, my daughter is complaining that it's too loud. Even though it's quiet, like compared to what I could have on it. And I said that to her. I was like, I can change it if you like. And she goes, what do you mean? And this little Honda Civic went by that was right loud. I said, I can make my truck sound like that. And she's like, no, this good now. We'll just turn the radio up a little more. But here about 2 weeks ago, the local police was doing vehicle noise complaints and stuff like that, and they were inspecting vehicles that had modified exhaust and stuff because it's technically illegal to modify your exhaust without doing it within sound spec. Meanwhile, I'm thinking to myself, oh, just my luck, I'm gonna get pulled into this waypoint, and then how do I explain this to the officer? because they're gonna tell me that I can't have that vehicle because there's no catalytic converters on it, even though they're there. It's right in between, like where the cats connect to the manifold. It's right there. But it's literally like the smallest of cracks in that's causing it. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? Just climb underneath there and put high heat silicone to it? Because, well, it's already full of that. The only way that I can fix it now is literally to put a new set of cats on it. But they're like $2-3 grand. Like, do I want to put that kind of money on it when, you know, I only paid $500 for the truck? Can you hear the background noise?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit just came over with her iPad. Can you turn your thing down?
You can't really hear what it's saying.
Yeah, she's just watching YouTube Kids. So, I mean, think about this. If you guys could hear it, just imagine how loud it actually was.
Right. If you can hear it on a directional mic.
Yeah, that's not and pointing in her direction at all.
I even skipped my FSL practice last night.
Yeah, NBC Dad sent me a message. He's like, it's practice tonight. Are you coming out? And I'm like, no. Like, why not? And I told him about my knee or whatever, and he's like, oh, well, you take care.
he's kind of crazy. I was gonna do it, and then I got lost in that other game, and I'm like, you know, I don't really feel like doing that tonight. So I didn't do it. I mean, we play it like 2, 3, 4 times a week. You know, I played it. I got Barry in to play it on Saturday for a few minutes. So I literally played the FSL thing like 4 times last week. So I was like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that tonight. Or Monday, whenever. So I'll come back and play on Thursday probably, but like I'll participate, but I don't want to do it every day though. No, I was trying to learn that game, and I kind of got lost in it and trying to learn some stuff, and it's been fun. So,
see, I think it would be a little bit different if you were on a team that was in a league. You know what I mean? Like not just
it is different than
But
right,
if you were it'd be like a hockey team, right? Most hockey teams, if there's nothing that they're really competing against, it's one thing to practice, and it's another thing that, hey man, it's playoffs. Like, you're gonna notice that teams are gonna practice more during the playoffs. Yeah, we're just
right at this point in time. It's just fun for fun. So
exactly. So if you miss a practice, it's what you do. Every practice, you guys pretty much do the exact same thing. I mean, yes, you are getting better at it because obviously, the more frequently you do something, the better at it you're gonna get. That's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, but it does get old after a while, though. You know, a little bit. So you got to kind of diversify somewhat. You know how I am. If I do something too much, I get burned out on it. So. No, I bought that game when it first came out back in, November of 2019, and I put 17 hours in it. Well, I paid $40 for the game. So, like, all right, I'm thinking I haven't had time to. I haven't got my money out of this yet. I need to get some money's worth out of this because I bought it, 2 years, a year and a half. Oh no,
and that's
almost 2 years ago.
So there's another guy on YouTube that does videos on that game. Yeah. And I've been watching his. Now he does a map tour of this guy's thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, wait a minute. Like, he has it set up so that it's a full, legit. He has a massive hub.
Yeah.
Where everything goes to the hub first.
What this guy that you watch has a He does reviews. Is that what you said?
He did a map tour of this guy's
Really?
the map maker's name was John. He did it in creative mode. But one of his main cities is literally a giant hub. He has 22 trains that come into this hub and bring goods.
Uh-huh. I'll have to check that out. I know there's a lot of ways to play it. Like, I mean, people play City Skylines in sandbox mode. I mean, why not?
And then I'm watching this, and I was watching it, and I'm just like, I want to play Factorio.
Yeah, I mean, that's your... When you're talking trains, that's your game.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people realize the train setup that I had over there, and I enjoyed it. I think I totaled it out one time. I had 1,000 active trains on the line at any given time, and none of them interfered with the other. Like, they all ran flawlessly, unless there was a backup. But my issue in the end is when we started playing to where we were at now, the science changed, and it broke my entire base. So I was in the middle of rebuilding my entire base, and I just kind of like, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Don't pull it, because that's gonna hurt.
Nice.
You're welcome. What, you don't put... Oh, never mind. I'll say, what, you don't put stuff in your beard?
I don't have a beard, and I don't want one.
Would you rather me cut these in 8s or leave them in 10s?
I mean, 10s are fine. Like, I've done a couple loads. 10's fine.
Okay.
I just got to watch what I'm doing and not get lazy the way
Because, I
I'm
mean,
doing it.
since you're doing it that way, I'm not even going to bother running these down.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
really
just
go on, they call it roadside logging.
Yeah, once you cut some, I'll come get them. After you cut a couple of piles. But no, I mean, I don't know. There's lots of ways to play those kind of games, and there's lots of mods for it, and like tons of maps. I mean, there's just all kinds of different things that you can do. So I don't know. I'll probably get tired of it again, but at least I'll get my money out of it. I mean, if I paid for the game and then I didn't play it, ever since I bought it, I was like, I really should get back on that and play that because I bought it for $40, and then I'm not playing it, so wasting my time. Or time, I mean money, wasting my money on it.
So I went to my nephew's football game on Saturday. And I brought my camera with me, and I was taking pictures. I didn't realize how many pictures I took at the game, but I knew it was enough that I filled my memory card. Mm-hmm. So I came home and I started processing them today. I took 235 pictures, and I captured. So the league that he's in is like the Step Up League. I think it's like Pee Wee is what they call it.
Yeah.
Here. And one of the guys on the opposing team, I think he was a little bit smaller than me. For an 11-year-old, like, this kid was stock. And it was about, like, right at the first quarter. And I was kind of impressed because my nephew stood him on the line. To find out, my nephew didn't stand him on the line. He literally grabbed my nephew's jersey, grabbed him in the shoulders, and held him there. So that my nephew couldn't go anywhere. So we got the penalty because obviously the ref seen it and called a penalty, but I couldn't realize what the penalty was for. So here I was bragging him up. I'm like, man, that was a good hold. He goes, no, uncle, that wasn't me. And I said, what do you mean it wasn't you? He goes, he was holding me. I was like, oh.
1 sec. Okay, stupid student loan payment. Ad. Jeez. It was a local number though. I thought it was a customer or something.
I've noticed that
Sure.
they're doing that here too. A lot of the bill collectors will use a local number because they're noticing now that people will answer local numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah, collections. Yeah.
And then you talk to somebody and it's like, thank you for calling. I am calling from, and it's like, really? I had one day. She wanted, I don't even know how much. She wanted like $600 and some dollars. And it wasn't even me. When she's telling me this, she goes, yeah, you pay right now. You pay 600 and some. I just looked at her. I said, can I have your bank account info? And she's like, what do you need this? What do you need that for? I said, well, if you're demanding this money from me, that means you must have it in your bank account. So I need that money. No, you pay that. I said, well, I'd have to have that money to pay it, right? She goes, yeah, you have it. You must have it. So I hung up on her. Well, didn't she call back? I don't know why our call got dropped. I'm just calling to make sure that payment will go through. And I'm just like, oh. So then, of course, all I said to her is, do you speak English? She goes, I speak perfect English. So I said in French, I said, tu parles français? She goes, well, if you speak French, then why have you been speaking in English? I said, I thought you spoke perfect English. Yeah, they weren't happy. I could tell you were moving that truck because I just got like a massive leg spike.
Yeah, I loaded some logs. I'll take what I got. I mean, we're not far from having enough money for another piece of land. It's not going to be far off here. I think we need like $1 million.
Yeah, but then it's a matter of we have to cut the trees on it.
I know. Well, we could ship them. Like, we can do it the easy way. Then we lose all the money from it. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting tired of logging. Well, I haven't been logging much on this, but I mean, when you combine this, what little I've done here, plus the other save game, I'm kind of at the end of logging. I don't really like it to begin with. I don't mind it to a certain point, but this is taking map logging to an extreme. I know a lot of other people are starting to get tired of it that aren't normally into logging. Even people that are into logging are kind of getting out of the... It's a lot.
I'm just going to wait till you saw that load.
Oh, it's going to be a minute. I'll let you know before I sell. I'll let you know when I get to it.
Oh, that's not what the issue is. It's because the logs are moving that I'm lagging.
Oh, it's because they're moving on the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I should have waited to load it at all. Okay.
No,
Well,
that's not the part that matters, because no matter, it would have been the same issue.
Well, right, but if I don't load them, then you wouldn't have a problem, would you?
It's because you're moving the trailer.
Oh.
You would have you could have loaded them and just let it sit there and it wouldn't have been an issue.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It's because the logs are currently moving, so they're constantly sending code update.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yep. I'm hoping in Farm Sim 22 that the way they've got the graphics laid out, that it's going to be better. To where when it gets away from you, it stops rendering it on your screen.
Yeah.
Occlusion calling, I guess is what they call it.
Yeah. So right now, the way that it's set up is it will call, like, and that's the issue with the trees. The more trees, obviously, you have on the map, the more leggier that map will be. Is because right now, Giant's game, the collision calling, is it's rendering in every tree. So most games, how they handle that is it's the first 50 that'll render in. The rest of them will still be there, but they won't physically render it in on your game until obviously you get closer, and it'll keep those 50 rendered in.
Right. So that's why I think the Farm Sim 22 is actually going to run better than 19, even though it's more graphically more modern.
I
think
hope.
it's going to be better.
I won't lie. I haven't really been keeping up on 22.
Oh, did you see the Battlefield 2042 beta?
Yep. Did you notice that the maps are literally Battlefield 2s?
I did.
I
from
watched
what
a little bit
noticed,
of Casket Man playing it today.
Yeah, I watched him for a minute too.
And the map that when I was watching that he was playing is literally the Battlefield 2's Firestorm.
Yeah, I thought that I noticed a map when I was watching Halifax play it.
Now, it's really weird that they came out with 2042. Because originally they had 1942.
Yeah.
And I remember playing that one and enjoying it. Now, I don't know how it works, but when I was watching Casket Man, he actually changed the scope on his rifle. Mid-game. Like right then and there. He
really?
Brought up this menu, changed the scope on his rifle, and kept shooting.
Really? That's interesting.
And I was like, wait a minute. What did I see that right?
Okay.
Because he changed from like an 8-point over to a 6-point.
Okay.
And he never went into the menu. He never had to die. Never had anything. He just went in, switched it, and kept going. And I was like,
wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Did I just see that right?
I don't think I'm going to play the beta.
Well, to play the beta, you have to pre-order.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to. So I was kind of just not deciding. I really probably did not want to buy it. But I don't know. But yet.
I haven't even bought Battlefield 1. I think I own Battlefield 1. I haven't bought Battlefield 5.
Oh, yeah, I have those. And I played them for a little bit, but then I quit playing them. So I think it'll be a waste of money for me to buy the next one. I mean, I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warzone or whatever, and I have the World War II I forget what they call it. Yeah, the one that came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet. But now they're coming out with another new one, Vagabond or Vanguard, I think it is.
Something like that. I don't know.
Which is another kind of like an expansion off it.
I mean, I don't know anybody. A bunch of people used to play it, but everybody kind of quit playing it. So
now there's a bunch of guys that my wife follows that are actually locals. Like they live 5 minutes from me that all play it. And I was playing with one of them the other day, and I just looked at him. I said, dude, I'm going to be hot garbage. I'm not going to lie. And he goes, well, as long as we're having fun, that's all that matters. And then he goes, I'll invite you again the next time I play. And I've never gotten a message from him. I knew I was hot garbage because I haven't played since I think we last played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it, and I've updated it, and I even loaded. I played it about a month ago. My son plays Call of Duty Mobile. It's actually not too bad, to be honest. But nah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy the next one. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. There's some other games I might want to play, but Icarus, I want to play that game. I've not played the beta yet, but I would like to play it. When it comes out, I don't think I'm going to play the beta. I think I'm just going to wait till the game comes out, and I might get it then, but then it comes out during FS22, and I don't know.
I've kind of watched a little bit of New World, and I've been watching that, and I'm like, for someone who likes MMOs, it looks really good. But then it's, do I really want to play it alone? Like,
yeah,
I don't know anyone that's really playing it. Like, there's some of the guys in the Nameless family that are playing it, but I don't even know what happened. One day I logged in, I was in their Discord. The next day I logged in and I was kicked.
Yeah, you told me that.
And when I asked about it, I just got told, let me look into it, and never heard back. So I'm just like, well...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too much into those type of games, so not really something I'm...
You know what I mean? That was like World of Warcraft. That's the reason I enjoyed the game. But playing it solo, the grind just gets to you. And then if you want to get the good gear, you got to do the raids. But to get into private or public raids, you have to be geared. So it's like catch 22s. You got to have the gear to get into the raids or be decent at them to get invites back. But then at the same time, if you're not in a guild that's doing the raids or have friends that are doing them, then you can't really do them. And if you're joining the public raids, you got to know what's going on, or else people are just going to badmouth you and kick you. So it's like...
Yeah.
And I think that's why I kind of got burnt out on World of Warcraft. Like, last time I played, I had 2 characters that were max level. And back then it was level 90. I don't even know what it is anymore. I don't even think I keep up on it.
Yeah, it's not... We're supposed to get potentially bad storms tonight. Or till this evening here. We're starting about now up until... So I better check my weather forecast, because if it hits like where I'm at, then I may lose my power.
Are you talking
weird about it?
About New World, Norm, or about World of Warcraft? Because I think New World is a game you too would like. Because I know you like the MMOs, but then it's everybody I know is not playing it. So it's you play it alone and then it's no fun.
Oh yeah, the storms.
And
are
right
still...
now the server, so if you want to play on a heavily populated server, you can have up to 8-hour wait times to get onto the server, if not longer. But you can play on a lower populated server, get in a lot quicker, but then there's not as much going on the server because obviously it's not as populated. And you can't change your player. So you can have two characters. So you can have one on the west coast and one on the east coast. And they can't, obviously they can't intermingle or whatever. But what was nice about World of Warcraft is, let's say you played on a popular server and you had a friend that played on a less populated server, you could actually join them on their server. Now they couldn't join you unless your server was low populated. But you could join them on their server. So it was nice if you wanted to farm, because you just join your friend's server and go farm all the materials over there.
I'm waiting for Satisfactory's update 5 to come to experimental, which is supposed to be at the end of October.
That's another game I haven't played since. Well, I've never played since they added uranium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
sorry. Uranium was always in the game. I've never played it since they actually allowed you to do something with uranium. Like physically
update
mine it and train it.
So, I mean, there's going to be save game issues when Update 5 comes out. Because it's not a full release, so... Eventually will be. But anyway, I don't want to play it if it's going to break what I'm doing now. I don't really feel like putting a bunch of time into it for it to break it when the next update comes.
And I mean, there's so many
kinda-
games that I've bought in Eco where we all played it, beat the game, and then never touched it since.
Yeah, I played Eco for a few minutes with MRM back at the beginning of the year. But then I got busy with tax season and I quit. So I was playing that back in January and February with them. I don't know why, but I was.
And I mean, Eco was a fairly good game. There was a lot to it.
Yeah.
And it was fun. But it was, okay, well, you get everything and then what? You know what I mean? There was no...
Yeah. Well, I got fairly far this last time and kind of quit because I was busy. I didn't have time to play anymore. Plus, it was a deal where we had some people that were doing their own thing. So they started out playing together, and then people kept going doing their own thing. We had one particular person who was doing that, and actually he had every right to because it was his server. And but still, it wasn't fun for the other people. And I wasn't the guy I was playing with; it was the server owner. Which again, I won't name names, but it would have been fun longer if that dude hadn't started just going crazy and doing his own thing and not communicating with the other group and, coordinating, skills and stuff like that, which in that game you have to do it or you just can't. It's not a, oops, sorry. I better get out of the way. I'm going to get a, you can't play it alone on that. You have to play with other people. Well, you can, and then Finch was watching me play it, and he got an Eco server for a little bit, but then he quit playing it. I haven't seen him since, I don't think, really.
I haven't seen much of him. Same as he had a candle shop at one point, because I followed him on Instagram with it. And
he moved.
I don't even think he's doing that anymore.
He moved, and then earlier this year, and then right after he moved, he had a major leak in that pipe leak or something. I forget what it was, and he had to like not live in his new house for several months until they fixed it. A couple months he had to stay at a hotel, and then they got sick, and then his family, him and his different, I think his child got sick, or it was a mess. He had a couple months there right after that, like I want to say April and May, where it was like a nightmare. Anyway, I guess I probably shouldn't be announcing his troubles on Twitch, but then again, it's only you and Norm. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be broadcasting.
Makes me feel special knowing that there's literally 2 people watching me.
I probably shouldn't be talking about that, so I won't. But anyway, it was pretty rough, sounds like. But
only because I'm not making my piles neat.
I assume he probably is playing, or will play, or has played New World.
I think he has. I think I've seen him in it, kind of deal.
He has a Valorant server.
Has what? Sorry.
What's it called? Ve- um, what's
Because I know he
Is
was
that the
playing a
name
lot
of
of
it?
Tarkov at one point.
Yeah, and I was playing a lot of Tarkov, but I quit because it just takes too much time.
I remember when Tarkov first came out, we all got it, and then nobody knew what to do, so I kind of quit because I was getting annoyed by dying to everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've played it since.
Well, Farmer James started playing it, and he got pretty good at it. So last year he showed me a lot of stuff. So I felt like I got pretty good at it, and then Days got way into it. And both him and Days are really good at it now, but Days is now the expert in Tarkov as far as my circle of people. But again, in order to go anywhere, it just takes so much time. I'm just like, I don't want to spend all my time playing this game. And then you got cheaters too. Like the cheating's gotten really bad in that game. What's interesting though with Tarkov is there's actually a way to get the game and play it in single player. But, and it's legal. If you own a copy of the game, it's fine. But you can actually play you versus AI. But I don't know. I don't really want to stream it all the time, and so I'm more into the games that I like to stream. But I don't know. I think I got my money's worth out of it, though. I've played it for hour upon hour.
I mean, like, I think that's my problem right now with Minecraft is I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say that as I own the server and we're keeping the server going. Grandpa and them are into it. I joined it the other day to see what they were up to, and they were making a rail tunnel or whatever. And I was just like, meh, whatever. And I logged right back out.
Like I said, I'm more interested in games that I'm continuing to stream. So, I mean, I've been playing a lot of this up until, really recently, but I prefer to stream games like Fishing Planet or something like that rather than Minecraft.
And I mean, I've kind of been interested in this again, obviously, since I've been playing it quite a bit. But then I'm honestly gonna say this, I'm getting tired of logging.
Well, and like I said that earlier, like I am too.
Like, I really don't want to use the Brooks or the Man-Eater, Tree-Eater, Treezilla, whatever you want to call it. But the more that I do this, the more I want to just break that out and do it. But then at the same time, I'm like, we really need the wood.
I'll just move so you can...
No, pick up what you're doing. I'm coming back for
good.
the little bits and stuff.
Alright, well, I'm done picking up, so... My trailer's a little bit weirdly loaded. But I'll go ahead and sell this load if you want me to right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
just
getting
coming
tired
back
of it
and picking
myself.
up all the little pieces. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy logging.
Yeah, but all the time, though, is...
all the time and alone.
Yeah, because I don't always play it when you're around to play.
And even when you do, you don't like logging the way that I do. I
can't do like FDR. Like I just can't do it that way. I could learn, but I just don't want to.
And it's understandable. I mean, you're happy with the Scorpion. In a way, I kind of wish I never learned the FDR way and just went with the Scorpions. But then at the same time, the main reason I went the FDR way is to get rid of the stumps right away. Because that's what used to annoy me. With the Scorpion is you go in, you got to cut all the stumps. Or go in and cut all the trees. Then you got to come back, cut all the stumps. And then you got to clean it all up. So it's no difference, really, other than controls. But my controls for the Scorpion are so messed up that it's not funny. It'd probably take me the better part of a day sitting in it constantly going in, tweaking controls, making sure it's not messing up other equipment.
Yeah. And obviously we know a new farm game's coming, like in a month or a little over a month. I mean, normally I'm done with Farm Sim 6 months before the new one comes out. I'm pretty much done.
And I mean, I did take a fairly good break, and now I'm coming back into it. Doesn't help either. But at the same time, like, yeah, okay, I'm coming back into it. It's because I missed it. Like,
yeah,
I think Red and I were talking about it last night for a little bit. He commented about how he's about to hit 6,000 plus hours. I think he's like 200 hours, or another 200 hours. He's going to be at 6,200 hours in the game. And I made the comment, I said, I'd be scared to see where I'd actually be at for hours, knowing that within the first year of the game, I was at 1,500.
Yeah, I'm just now getting to where you were in the first year of the game as of right now. Well, I'm a little over that now. I'm like at 1,900. You were at 1,900, like, well, I don't know what you're at now, but 1,500. I mean, you did most of what I've done in the year.
And think about this. I'm not using my main account right now.
True.
I think this account right now has 300 hours since I've been back in the game.
Oh, wait. What are you doing? You're going to the sawmill. You're not going down to the main farm. I just passed the sawmill. Keep right on driving. It's like, come on. What are you doing? Anyway. It's like you got lag. You're waiting for me to sell, and I'm just wandering around.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention right now. Technically, I'm not even in game.
I still want to play it somewhat. Although I got to tell you, at times it's really a struggle to load up Farm Sim, thinking that when Farm Sim 22 comes out, yeah, that is part of my thoughts right now.
So right now, I have 327.2 hours on this account.
Wow.
I've only been using this account since I came back to the game. Because originally it was bought to be my camera account. But then I hooked my steering wheel and everything else up to it and rearranged my entire desk.
Mm-hmm.
So then I've been using it as my main computer.
I still got my wheel hooked up. My nephew was at my house on Monday for a minute. He's like, hey, you got any games where we could use a steering wheel? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not loading them right now. He doesn't know that much about what I do, so I don't, like, he doesn't know I'm a streamer or anything like that. I don't really want him to know. He's a junior high age.
Oh, okay.
I don't really want him to know, to be honest. You got to keep it separate. I never forgot what Buckshot said about that stuff.
Well, I remember there was one point my mother got all upset with me. She's like, every time you come over, you're always on that computer doing nothing. And I looked at her. I said, no, actually, I'm trying to make money. And she didn't understand it. And then my sister started this cricket business, and she was all like, you need to support your sister in her adventures, and blah, blah, blah. I looked at her and said, why? You guys don't support me in mine. And she goes, all you do is sit on your computer and do nothing all day. I said, yeah, exactly. You'll never understand. And to this day, she still believes all I do is sit on my computer all day, do nothing.
Well,
even my 5-year-old understands what I'm doing. Because like before I started streaming today, I literally looked at her. I said, "All right, Elizabeth, Daddy's gonna go stream for a bit, okay?" She goes, "Okay."
Last a month ago, my son was here. He got on Dave's chat from his phone and was asking him. He's like, "Why do you make a map like this?" He was asking him questions. He's like, "The map's crazy. What, are you crazy?" It was quite funny actually.
Like, guys, I'm tempted to use this to do more logging.
Oh, hey man, we're almost there. We almost have enough to buy a new property, and then we can like chip the entire property.
I like how there's snow in this building.
Yeah, I know.
Are they in all the buildings?
Probably.
So
I
there's
don't
no
know
snow.
how many of those
masks.
are ready for our snow ready. Obviously, that one wasn't.
It is this
That
one.
one's not.
Not even one here anymore. Neither are these ones.
No, none of them are.
That's kind of cool. The snow fell off the roof and piled up in between the buildings.
Yeah. Well, that is funny.
And it fell off the back of the building.
Well.
So
but
I think these are
obviously-
technically masked ready, but they just let it snow inside them.
Yeah, that's pretty lazy. That's okay. With the next version, snow is going to be a whole new story because it's going to be a Giants thing. Not a mod.
Oh no, maybe it's a building thing, because even like these ones here. Oh no, okay, these ones here didn't get snow inside. But if you look around it, there's snow like it fell off the roof.
Well,
There's spigot always been here.
Norm, you know you can... Obviously, we can shut shuttle control off because I don't use it. Shuttle control's off on all my vehicles, and it's even off on some of the ones he drives because I forget to turn it back on.
Honestly, I
No,
don't
that the
pay
house
attention
is done
anymore.
well. The house is done well. Right? Because it's not snowing in there. You can't go in my house.
I like the fact that you can see like where the snow fell off the roof.
Yeah, that is cool. That now somebody did the house right.
Yes. There's no snow inside the house.
Yeah, that's see,
Thankfully.
or on the porch, you know, somebody put some time into that.
Now I could see there being snow on the porch.
Well, but in the garage though,
Yeah, there's none in the garage.
none in the garage. That means
Someone's taking
the maker
time
of
to
this
put the
thing.
snow masks. and
Yes,
stuff like
yes. Yeah, they did a good job with it. That's
that.
a good
ruby
mod.
here. There's a random ruby here.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
How in the world did that come?
But here's the real question: what property do we buy? Oh,
I don't know. I'm thinking that we need to buy either 41 or 42. Or we could buy one that doesn't have trees on it. We just have to go up the map a little bit. I mean, I would think
we can buy 24.
nah. I think we got enough land up there. But I
mean,
think like
technically
32.
41 were just shy.
I think- Yeah, well, it won't take long to get that much more. That's just one more trailer load of logs.
What about 32?
I don't know. I think it's like 32 or something like that, where there's no trees. I can't remember if that's it or not. I can find out. Let me let's see. F11. I'm gonna F11 this real quick and turn on the flight. Okay, I think it's oh, okay. I need some speed. Still not enough speed.
33. Big open field.
Oh, is it 33?
38.
I mean, it's quite a ways away from our.
But 38, we need about another 100,000.
Where's 38? Let me see. Oh, 38 is. Let's see.
Pretty much keep going at the angle you were on.
Yeah. I mean, of course, then again, yeah, 38, yeah. I mean, put cows on 38. Make a big dairy farm on 38. What we need to
has
do
a
is
big empty spot too. Quite the ways up from where we are.
right.
Another one we need about 100,000.
Yeah. I mean, then you're going to come into 17 pretty soon, which is the store.
I mean, honestly, knowing that we have what, a month,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I really don't care about money.
I was going to say something too like that, but I'm like, who really cares?
I mean, I don't want to go and spend, like all the equipment and all that kind of thing. Like, I want it so there's still a challenge.
No, but I'm like, I was thinking to myself, we ought to just buy some property.
But like, we need to make, like right now we're just at a stalemate where it's all we're doing is logging to make money.
I'm laughing because you literally said what I was thinking. I just didn't know if you were on board with that. I was like, we ought to just buy some property. That's what I was thinking of, like, because it's already October.
Like literally in
I know.
less than a month is the new game.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, 6 weeks. I was just like, why don't we just buy some plots and just forget it? Just go in there and buy just put $10 million in and buy like 5 pieces of property. We kind of like nerf our own idea, but we can definitely. I mean, well, the truth is we've already been buying property. It ain't like we're not doing that already.
I mean, we've been doing it legitimate-ish.
Right, ish, yeah.
It was
There you go.
38, right?
Yes. We own 38. Yes. Well, look at that expansion. I mean, look, even if we buy land, if we have to expand into it, we still have a lot of work to do.
Make a road into it.
It's still a lot of work to do. If you think about it. It's still a lot of work. I mean, where's the other opening? Oh yeah, you said 31. And we just find all the land that has. We'll just find all the land that doesn't have trees on it and buy it. Which, to be honest, truth isn't very much. Oh man.
I mean, let's think about it. Do you really think Dave has 8 million from just the little areas that he's had?
Oh,
Like, all of that
probably.
is legit.
Well, probably yes, I do believe that. But he's been playing it for hour upon hour and hundreds of hours in every stream.
True.
For 3 months. So I mean, yeah, I do believe that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Yes. But I will say this, the ones who entered the map contest, there's no way that everyone cut all the trees. Like even X-Man was saying he was tired of cutting trees. So I know for a fact that Reaper and his Uncharted map, he literally did clear a bunch of trees. I don't know how he did it. But, you know, it doesn't really matter anyways. I mean, people can play it how they want. But yeah, NBC and like Dave, there's probably like that. Yeah, I would say that there's no doubt it's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If anyone wants to say that I didn't cut my fair share of trees,
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, in the end, I mean, people can play it the way they want.
unlike all of them, I don't have a way to actually tell you how many trees I've cut. But you got to think I've handled every tree at least 4 times
Mm-hmm.
and not done it with auto-load trailers.
You know,
Today's the first
only
time that the other day is the first time I've actually used an auto-load trailer.
my response to that is like, you know, I've spent my 400 hours or so on Uncharted doing it the normal way, like, and we're close to another game, so I'll just do it how I want. like, I mean, thanks, but I'll play it how I want. So I don't think it's outlandish to buy land. Like, it's all right. Whoa. And he's really looking for land now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could buy some property, and you know, even buying all the property again still doesn't mean that it's farmed yet.
No, it
Right,
still has
I
to be
mean-
all plowed and everything else.
Yeah, and developed and all that. Development has to occur. Now, either, you know, I think both of us are at the point where, well, I know, I mean, I definitely am tired of like the logging aspect, so I don't mind not continuing. I mean, I'll do some. There's a difference between loading the sawmill and actually like doing land clearing to a point, you know.
Like I said, my issue is if we had a crew that enjoyed logging, where I wasn't the only one, it'd be a different story.
Yeah. Well, and again, cutting enough logs for the sawmill is one thing, but clearing an entire plot of land multiple times is another. I know there's a lot of people that play this map that don't like logging, and so they're basically using the Trex, which pretty much deletes trees. It doesn't even chip them, it just deletes them when you run into them. They're gone. It's like a stump remover, but it removes the whole tree. Just nothing. And you can clear out a whole area like in an hour.
Yeah.
Whole plot of land in an hour. I don't know where our where our path is going to it. I almost feel like if we're going to do that, we need to buy the land going up to it. So, like, I almost feel like if we're going to do that, we might as well go ahead and pick up 42, and then that way we can, or, 41, 42, and then we can build or even, those 3 plots right there. And make our pathway, you know what I mean? Yeah, like that. Whoa. Yeah. You're crazy, man.
Oh, I don't have enough money. All right, so that's how you buy $10 million in property.
Still not developed though. We'll just say the co-op gave us some land because we did such a good job for them that they're like, we just need to give them a big chunk of land so they can develop this because there's going to be a lot of industry and bring a lot of people in to the
how many
to the
properties
area.
did I literally just buy? Like,
I don't know. Too
1,
many.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Well,
9, 10, 11. That's 12. So I just
mean,
bought 11 properties.
The truth is, if we make it 6 more weeks and we actually fully develop that plot of land, then there's no way we're going to do that. Well, we might. Because I'm bringing the chipper right this moment.
Are you?
Like I'm literally driving the chipper down there to make a path to that to that plot from our sawmill. I mean, not our sawmill, but from the log sell point. I'm literally driving there right now with the chipper. I'm going to make a path. It would be cool to do to cows in that area though, or somewhere in that area. I guess we have enough room. But we could take that field and we could put a cow pasture in, and then we could like make a field to plant something that we can get straw out of later. We could have a grass field.
Oh.
I mean, because now, if we do that, we're not worried about clearing trees. All we have to do is just get rid of them if we want. And then, we'll have plenty for a sawmill and not have to worry about like, okay, we got to clear enough trees to buy land so we can keep going. Like, I don't know. I'd like to see this map turn into a little bit more of a farm map than a wilderness map. What's funny is a lot of people are starting over on Uncharted. Turtle was playing on YouTube last night because he's kind of trying to get his YouTube channel going, and he's on his own game save on this map. You remember that guy, that Mousy from YouTube that we looked at his farm? I guarantee it, he did not cut all those trees with the scorpion. I'm sorry. He deleted those trees. Don't even tell me. I think he would probably tell me that he did not just like do all that with the scorpion from scratch. That's just not feasible. Okay, so right here where I'm at is kind of like the path. I think what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to cut a path in this. Not cut. I'm going to delete the trees, but oops. Oop. That might have been you that did that. I don't. Okay, let's see. Wait, how do you change it to? Yeah, see. I'm making a path from 37, basically where on our road that we made. I'm making a I'm drawing it in. To 38. So we'll have a path cut straight to 38.
Oh, you can angle
Okay,
into a tree.
there we go. There's the wife.
Well, you're in trouble now.
Take my hand, you'll be fine. We can't even swap behind. Run away, just you and I. You take me to a natural high. You take me to a natural high. A place where both worlds collide. Take a chance, turn it right. We won't stop till we see the shine. It's you and I against the world. Take my hand, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back, yeah, yeah. Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back.
Yes, there was a tree.
So I have a path cut, and I'm gonna make a. I think it's cool. I think this would be a cool spot for. Of course, we don't have to do like dairy or anything up here. We could do that anywhere, but I think it would be a cool potential spot. Another thing is too is I've been thinking about the fact of when we put the steel mill and the concrete down, we might not want them on the same plot of land where they can see each other. We may want to put the steel mill a long ways away from the sawmill, or excuse me, a long way away from concrete. Matter of fact, we might want to put concrete and steel like in total isolated areas. We just have to build a road. I don't know. We can try it, but I know it's pretty laggy. I don't know what it'll do on the server. Like I said, the only one I know that has a server is Obi, and I haven't talked to him about his servers. So nor do I know how much stuff he's put down. He's literally the only one I know. I played on Barry's server the other night with him. He had a 4-year anniversary anniversary stream.
Yeah, he invited me
And,
out to it. And
He's playing the Ringwoods.
Yeah.
He's, which I'm like, really? So I just joined him just for fun, because he had been around for that long. So, and ran ATS with him too for a little bit.
So where'd you put that road?
Right about, you're almost to it. You'll be able to see it. It's right there at where the number 37 is on the mini map. It's right, you're right there, almost at it right now. I painted it, so you should be able to see it in the woods. Yeah, I
Okay,
think you
so
just want.
got
Yeah,
it right now.
yeah. It's a straight road. I'm not gonna lie, it ain't like that one. Oh, I see you down there. I mean, the truth is, if you buy land on this, and then you have to clear trees, that's still a pretty big task. Like, it ain't easy, for sure.
Just a stump.
I'm sure. Well, you found me. I missed a stump. Is that what you said?
Something caused me to fly in the air down here. Or I just happened to, be going fast enough that I actually flew.
I think you were just going fast enough. Pretty sure I didn't.
I mean, let's be honest here. You normally wouldn't be plowing at 45 plus kilometers.
Yeah, true.
If somebody wants to fight me on it, bring it. Should add that if you're watching this and you realize that I'm Canadian.
Yeah, you plowed your share of snow. Just last year.
Actually, I didn't plow any last year. Last year was probably the first year in a while that I haven't.
Oh wow, so you were towing for that long?
I was
I can't
towing for a
remember.
full year. Actually, no, I
Oh.
did plow snow last year too.
There's no sad.
I did the junkyard or
Oh.
tow yard. Other than our mechanic, I was the only one that could run the payloader. You know what? I am really curious.
Of course, it is day 9 of winter, so literally tomorrow is going to be spring. Well, I think it was actually a good idea to clear the land because now both of us have like, because I'm feeling like, oh, now I can build something. Feeling like, oh, okay, I don't have to grind it out too badly in order to make this map work now.
If this works, it's gonna be stupid.
What are you doing? Oh, you gonna plow with that thing?
I don't think it works. Even though it says it does snow removal. Because there's 2 blades for this. There's one that says it's a plow. And the other one says its levelers are used to move chaff and silage and levels in heaps. And level the heaps in the silos.
So, because we've been following the co-op story, I think what we should tell them is that we sat down at the table with them. We're like, look, yeah, we'll develop land, but we're going to need land. You guys can't just like expect us to, make money to buy land from you. You need to give us some land or we're moving on. And that's the story. We just sat down at the table and said, look, either you guys, help us get some land or we're moving on because it's a difficult, it's the job is just way more than what we anticipated. So if they want the land cleared,
way above what an equipment operator and an accountant can handle.
Well, it's not that. Just tell them, say, look, if you guys want us to stay, you're going to have to kick something in for us here. So
give us some
land.
kind of incentive to stay.
Yeah. It's not that we couldn't do it, but we need incentive. We need something to put something on the table. And so they didn't want to give us cash, so they gave us land. Or we could say that
the
they
co-op
either
wanted
offered
to invest.
Yeah, and so either they gave us a choice. Either they could give us land or $10 million. So we took the land because we felt like land would be a better deal than just taking the cash. I don't know. I mean, there is a story there. We can make this work. For your YouTube. I mean, we can figure it out for your YouTube series. It'd be like...
You mean the YouTube series that I haven't been doing?
Yeah. The potential series that you started. All right, there. We have now successfully built a road up to this clearing. Now we need to build a road up to the next clearing, which is on 31, I think. Well, that's going to take a minute there. All right, so the roads. So we got a road. Oh, and there's an old farm on this clearing, too, from a long time ago. Yeah, so we could put that in the story. Be like, yeah, anything we could like play on this in order to escape saying that we cheated the money in.
Don't mind me, I'm just plowing snow.
Well, I was thinking for a minute, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to add land because wouldn't it take away our, interest in playing then if we start doing that? But then I was like, nah, I don't think it would. It might.
I think it
Anything's
might in a little
possible.
bit, but at the same time, like you think about it, the new game's coming out in 6 weeks.
Yeah. We're going to have to do something to keep this.
Are we going to grind this out for the next 6 weeks just to realize that we literally wasted the last 6 weeks just to get down a set of trees?
Yeah. Or are we going to, both of us, be like, server? Nah, new game's coming. Because that is entirely possible. You realize who you're dealing with here. It's not your first rodeo playing games with me.
No.
Okay. So I think what would be cool here is to make the road follow the edge of the because I'm getting when I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't know if I want to. I mean, I'm not saying there's greenhouses yet, but so the question is, should we make a road on our path here, going on up to 31? I'm thinking that yes, that would be good.
Oh yeah,
I
I'd
just
keep
don't
the
know.
road going off our original.
Yeah. Well, I'm facing the road. I'm facing it right now. So if we follow the river, let's see. Let me. So if I follow the river, let me get into paint mode here.
Oh
Laggy.
no,
Okay.
my brakes just didn't work.
Okay. We'll save the last greenhouse for like the very last thing we do on this map. Be like, yeah, Farm Sim 22 is coming. Greenhouse here. The greenhouse has arrived.
Oh,
So what I'm gonna do is make this to where it follows the river up to the crossing it, and then
so what do you think, Norm? Do you still want to hire me to come do your snow removal? Seeing me plowing at 70.
it's like only if I can ride along. It'd be a ride for sure. Okay, there.
Your ride I'd never want to take.
Yeah, it would. It might be the last ride you ever take. It might not last long either, to be honest.
First time your trip edge hook something. Actually, I'm not even doing 60. I'm currently doing 92 kilometers. Yes, sweetie. Well, Push it out of the way. It's on wheels. You can't get at the water cooler because my toolbox is in the way. And we told her she wasn't allowed to touch my toolbox. That's the last thing I need right now. She's gonna come up to me and have my power bar or something and whack me with it. Or play with a set of pliers or vice grips or needle nose or... I think my biggest fear would be my box falls over. Like, it's not a very tall toolbox, but still taller than her.
Mm-hmm. Of course, she's not real tall.
Did you
And
get a
the trees
booger?
Trees are so thick, man, in some of these places. I couldn't imagine cutting that road the legit way all the way across, man. You spent a lot of time doing that.
I did.
It still takes a while with the chipper, man. I mean, honestly, a few minutes. I mean, I know a lot of people are done.
Well, you gotta think, when I cut the
Stuff.
original road, it took me almost a week.
Yeah. But it was totally new at that point for you, and it was like until you got
the lid
into it,
off.
and then I know you were like, what did I get myself into?
You know what though, sweetie? I'm surprised you haven't come to me sooner. I mean, it was only your bedtime about 2 hours ago. Blocking tonight.
Sounds like it.
Usually we put her to bed at like 7:30 our time. By the time she actually,
Sleep.
you know, brushes her teeth, gets ready for bed, goes to sleep, it's about 8:30 by the time she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Lately, she's been up at midnight and in our room.
Especially with seasons too. I think without seasons, this tends to move along a lot quicker at the beginning. That's another thing is most people aren't doing seasons from the beginning. But, you know, now X-Man did, but nobody else really. Well, maybe some others that I know of. Let's just say in the dev group, only one person. Well, I
Say, I
should
think
say,
I was watching NBC for a little bit last night. I don't even think he's playing with seasons now.
No, not yet. Because Dave didn't put seasons in until he got animals. And then he put it in because he likes the way the animals operate in seasons, which I do agree with him. Like, it is much better than just the boring way. Just putting them in and
Ready for bed?
no, probably not.
She's ignoring me now because she knows I found out that it's her bedtime.
Well, she's smart. Smart kid.
Smart
Oh,
kids
I
but
know.
find out what happens when daddy gets upset.
Well, there is that.
Since I haven't really
Mhm.
been paying attention, is there any of the SGA guys online?
Boomhauer. Boomhauer __ is on. He's on every Thursday. Or no, Wednesday.
Isn't
No,
Dave
wait
supposed to
a
be on
minute.
today?
Dave's not streaming. Dave usually streams on Wednesday. I guess
Yeah.
he's not streaming tonight, so Boom is. Wonder what Dave's doing. 7 Days to Die or fishing or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he's not. So. I haven't tuned into it yet. Actually, I just noticed that. I didn't even notice till you said it. If I knew that, I might have started streaming. See?
So Boomhauer, is it BOOMHOWER with 2 underscores?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna start anything up. I got bad weather. Though the reason I didn't mainly is because we got bad weather.
All right,
potentially in our
everybody,
area.
thank you for coming out. Hope you all have a great night, great evening, great whatever time it is for you. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that follow button. Hopefully this is going to send you guys over to Boomhauer. I hope so. So I'm kind of using Restream to do this.
Well, I'll let you know. Boomhauer __ Yeah, that's right.
There we go, it's working. Alright guys, have a good one. See you over there.
Yeah, he must